tonight.
Back to the street where we began, feeling as good as lovers can, you know. Yeah, we're feeling so good, picking up things we shouldn't read. It looks like the end of history as we know. It's just the end of the world. Back to the street where we began, feeling as good as love you could, you can. Into a place where thoughts can bloom, into a room where it's 9 in the afternoon. And we know that it could be, and we know that it should, and you know that you feel it too. Cause it's 9 in the afternoon, and your eyes are the size of the moon. You could cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon, your eyes are the size of the moon. You could cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good. Back to the street, down to our feet, losing the feeling of feeling unique. Do you know what I mean? Back to the place where we used to say, man, it feels good to feel this way. And now I know what I mean. Back to the street, back to the place, back to the room where it all began. Back to the room where it all began. Cause it's 9 in the afternoon, your eyes are the size of the moon. You could cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon, your eyes are the size of the moon. You could cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon, your eyes are the size of the moon. You could cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon.
I first met Katon at a party at our friend Joshua Gunther's birthday. Josh invited me, and it's funny because I almost didn't go. And anyway, I showed up, and I see this really cute guy sitting there just across the room, and we start to play this game, Mafia.
And she was chatting it up, and I, as everyone know, am quite the Mafia player, and was just spotting off who was Mafia, who wasn't. And Erin decides to accuse me, even though I wasn't Mafia, and it comes up with this whole reason.
And he was so incensed that he said to me, look,
this isn't Legally Blonde. And everyone cracked up, and I thought it was hilarious considering I didn't even know her.
I was so offended, but at the time he was wearing this ugly, like, train conductor hat. So I turned to him and I said, oh, I'm sorry. Are you upset because you missed your train conductor? Choo choo! And everybody started laughing. And at that point I was like, man, I want to talk to this guy. But he didn't talk to me.
I didn't want to be the guy, like, smother her, because, I don't know, I just didn't want to. And I kind of just left. And so that's where we met. And it wasn't until later, like a month later, that I actually talked to her again.
Our first date was actually a friend date, and it was a lot of fun. He took me miniature golfing, and originally it started out, we were supposed to do a game night with all of our friends together.
Our actual first date was putt-putt, or no, that was our hangout date. The putt-putt was the hangout date, because I remember I had my camera with me and took photos of her, and she kind of thought it was weird, I found out later, but I just take lots of pictures. And then we went to Apple Pan afterwards.
He took me miniature golfing, but first we went to Apple Pan, and it was just a friend date. And we're sitting in Apple Pan, and he tells me, oh, well, I'm gonna take care of this because, you know, you're my friend and I always pay for my friends, sort of thing. And I'm like, okay. So the whole time I'm thinking, oh, this is a date. Like, this is a non-date? This is a date. But so that was technically, I like to say, that's our first date.
And then our first actual date, not the friend date, as I like to call it, was, I remember we went to Cha Cha Chicken.
Just, we had so much chemistry, and we were sitting at the table, and it was right before, like, our food just got there, and he grabbed my hand, and then he started praying. And I knew that that was a quality that I really wanted in the man that I was going to marry, and he just, like, had me right there.
I remember we went down to the beach and we're walking around and had a good time, and I was hoping to go to the Shutters, the hotel, and just chill out because it's nice, but it was later and I don't think she wanted to do that. So we just went back to her house and hung out. I believe it was really nice.
The first thing that Katon and I definitely connected on was the fact that we were both one of 5 children. Our fathers were both pastors, and we both grew up dirt poor. Woo!
I definitely didn't connect on the fact that she had name brand popsicles, because we never did. I heard she had name brand cereal. We never connected on that because we never did.
Yeah, they were cold winters. He planned this big elaborate picnic, and it was really fun, and he took me up to the top of this hill, and the whole time in my head, because we had to walk really fast and up this hill, and I just was kind of annoyed because I was like, oh, you're taking me all the way up here to kiss me. I know you're trying to kiss me, so why are you gonna do it all the way up here?
And Erin thought I was gonna kiss her up there, and it turns out she was like, oh, I can't believe he's gonna do this, and I didn't. But I kind of did have it in my head that I wanted to kiss her that day, because I was like, I need to do this, because she's going to wonder why I haven't.
But it started to get dark, and it was pretty remote up there in the hills of, like, Palisades, and I said to him, are there coyotes up here? And he's like, I don't know, and it kind of scared him, so we packed up our stuff really fast, and we ran to another location, but you could see that he was kind of like upset, like, shoot. So he was like, well, I still want to hang out, so he was driving around trying to find a spot for us to go.
And then our first actual date, not the friend date, as I like to call it, was, I remember we went to Cha Cha Chicken.
Just, we had so much chemistry, and we were sitting at the table, and it was right before, like, our food just got there, and he grabbed my hand, and then he started praying. And I knew that that was a quality that I really wanted in the man that I was going to marry, and he just, like, had me right there.
And then our first actual date, not the... I think I loved Erin from the beginning. I thought I was kind of crazy, so I didn't say it much, but I remember thinking that there's something special about Erin. I definitely was talking about her and felt like I loved her, but I wouldn't necessarily say that at the time because people thought I'd be crazy.
I said I love you first. It was a Saturday night. I talked to him all night, and I was so afraid to tell him that I was in love with him. I knew that week that I was in love with him, but I thought it was too soon because we'd only been dating since August 7th.
But pretty early on, like pretty much right away, and I only held back because I know you don't say those things to girls. At least that was I was always taught. You just don't say it early on because they really hold on to that stuff. But I felt like that pretty much since like day one, honestly. I just really was drawn to Erin and attracted to her, and we just really connected really quickly, and I fell in love with her pretty fast.
But I remember telling him, finally it was like 6 a.m. I had talked his ear off for hours, and finally I was like, I'm in love with you, but don't say anything back, and I covered his mouth, and he was like, you could just see it in his face, but when he responded, I love you back, I've never had a man tell me that they love me like that, and actually really mean it, where I really knew that he meant it, and he did. I definitely love absolutely the most how humble Katon is, and he's incredibly honest, and I love that, and those are definitely qualities that you want in the man that you're going to marry.
What I love most about Erin is, well, I can't just say personality, I guess, but the way she is just vibrant and sparkles in a room, and she just exudes like tons of like personality and encouragement and love for people around her. And she's super encouraging to me, probably one of the most encouraging people ever. And she just is so vibrant and loving to like everyone that she's around, and it's just kind of like the center of the room.